Hello, my name is Mike Pfaff, and this is my YouTube channel, Living in the Illusion. And as usual, this is our subject that we had for our last video. And we'll have a little review and then go on to a brand new subject. So here's what we talked about last time, and it's exciting. How to manifest using why questions. Why questions. These are inquiry questions, and there's two kinds of inquiry. There is a positive inquiry and a negative inquiry based upon the formulation of the why question. So this is what we talked about. And the first thing I did is put a disclaimer up. The manifesting process is to change you. Now, I know that you have an idea that manifesting is easy. You just do happy statements, think happy thoughts, and the universe coalesces down. And because it's not too smart, the universe that's keeping everything going is pretty dumb, and you just say a few things and it gives you what you want. And I'm suggesting that you are programmed to have the world that you have right now. Now I have a little statement on here that I added. If you always do, then you'll see it up here, because it's a quote by Henry Ford, and it says, if you do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got. Now, several other places use this quote. NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, that process uses a very similar kind of quote. And I might have got it mixed up between the two when I said it. But Henry said the one that's on the board. And Einstein had a variation. If you do what you always done and expect different results, that's insanity. It's also used in recovery 12-step programs. So it is a pretty well-known concept that you are the way you are, and if you want something different, you have to do something to change you. What a tough world we live in. But it's a lot of times makes sense, doesn't it? So that's our disclaimer. And recognizing that the why question will give you positive results that will make you feel good if you use a positive question, and things that you can say over and over to build that up and get you more of what you want. Now, if you do a negative one, it's going to give you responses of things you need to change that will keep you from getting what you want. So it's a very powerful process. And it is I just put it together in a little different words than you might have heard it before. And now, on to our new subject. And this is our subject for today. And I'll read it off my paper. It is a powerful hidden truth. As above, so below. As below, so above. And some of you may recognize this as the second of the 7 Hermetic principles of self-mastery. It's the principle of correspondence. And you'll see it up here. Now you can read the whole thing, and there'll be a reference in the description, video description, that you can look up. But it is as above, so below. As below, so above. As within, so without. As without, so within. This principle embodies the truth that there is always a correspondence between the laws and phenomena of various planes that manifest as being or life and life. Grasping this principle is what allows one to deduce the hidden solutions to problems by looking at what exists, the layer above, and the layer below the problem. It infers the pattern and shadow nature of what is in between to help you resolve your problems. So let us look at that a little closer, and I have divided that into looking at above and below the subatomic plane, very small, our gross egoic plane, very big, and our subtle planes of causation, which we don't know much about. So this is what we're going to be talking about, and we're going to change and look at a model that kind of goes through this as above, so below. Now, in all of these 3 planes that I have on the board, there is the observer effect, which it's always been around and observed, but we didn't really appreciate it till quantum physics and looking at the subtle planes in the subatomic world. Also, recognizing that these are all interconnected. These are all interconnected. There's only one system. When you get down to begin to understand that everything is linked together in above and below and within and without, you begin to recognize that this is one dynamic system. And that's kind of what we're going to be talking about in the next part. And this is our next step in the process. And I have selected to look at one of the subatomic systems. In this case, entanglement. So that we can kind of get an idea of what is below us is also entangled inside of us, inside of our system, our egoic system. And there's been a lot of studies, and many of the subatomic processes are observable under certain conditions in the egoic world. So now we're looking at the egoic world in relationship to entanglement. And entanglement is when you have the energy systems of particles interacting, of components interacting in such a way that their energy systems are entangled into one system. The concept is they're in one system, so that as they move away from each other, and it doesn't matter how far, they are still one system, such that when one changes, one particle changes, one part of the system changes, the whole system has to rebalance. Everything shifts to some degree to keep within balance. This is a very strange phenomenon. And of course, Einstein didn't like it. A lot of people didn't like it. But it has proven to be true. And they have done that in the gross world. I think Japan was the last one that had some experiments on this, looking at distant stars. And I don't remember much about it. I just read it, I think it was a year ago or so, that they had shown that entanglement was. So you can look it up, find your own references, and see what you can come up with. So we have taken entanglement and looking at it in a rock concert. How does a rock concert demonstrate entanglement? Okay, so this is what we got here on our board. We have the stage of the rock concert. We have speakers. There's more than two, but that's what we put right here. Here, down here, is a lighting system. Sheds light on this whole thing, flashing lights and stuff like that. And all of these little circles around here and the little lines represent all of the people. And first, there's nothing here. There's nothing, just a blank stage. And then people start to come. And the entertainers, the participants, start to come. And then the concession stand opens up. It's got to be all prepared. And then, of course, the restrooms have to be cleaned and ready for all of these people that half of them will end up in the restroom certain times of the night during the concert. So this is what we got. And as the concert builds and everybody gets excited and the music starts and everybody gets into a flow and they're all yelling or singing along or whatever they're doing, this becomes one system. This becomes one system. Now, what do we call this? We call it an event. I should put that down here. It's an event. Event. This is an event. So we're having the event and everybody is getting excited and it's all one system. People are going to the bathroom, people are going to the concession stand, people are singing. It's a crazy place. It's one system. If this person here decides that it's time for him to go to the restroom, everything has to shift as he or she makes their way to the restroom. Now you think it's only the people around them that are close to them that are affected. No, that energy radiates through the whole thing. Everybody in varying degrees will have to shift their attention, shift their awareness until this person has taken care of what he or she needs to take care of, and then coming back, the same thing. Now you think, well, this person way over here isn't going to be affected by that. We're in the gross world. And you're looking at it with a conscious mind. On a deeper level, everything in the one system, to some degree, is going to be affected. Now I hope this is very dynamic to see that everything in here, these people are singing, these people are dancing, some people are saying, this is the dumbest concert I ever been to. Other people are saying, oh, this is a wonderful concert. So there is a continually flow of energy all around. It is an energy system. It is an event. It is an event. Now, I'm emphasizing that because we're going to go on and look at event in a little different way in a moment or two. But I want you to get the idea that this is very dynamic, this event, and it is one entangled system at the subatomic level. It is affecting itself, moving itself into the gross world. And it is very dynamic. And it's one system. And everybody is interrelating. Now, it's not just that this person is interrelated to the one next to him. The whole energy system is interrelated. It is one system. We say, oh, no, these are separate. I can do what I want, and I got free will. No, you have free will to go to the bathroom only if these people move, change their system, dance a different way so that you can do what you want to do. And so you are not really doing what you want to do without the support of those around you. You don't. You think, oh, I'm going to do what I want to do. I can cross the street here. Not if a car's coming. The car's got to stop or you got to wait. Things are not what you think they are. Why? Well, this is an illusion. This is the gross world. This is the subtle. This is the gross world of the egoic world. Everything is interrelated. It's not separate. You can't do anything on your own. You think you can, but you affect the atmosphere, you affect the ground underneath you, you affect little animals moving around, you affect the trees as you brush against. You can't get away from it. Everything is interconnected and has to dance together to allow you to go to the bathroom. Oh. That's not what we believe in the egoic world. But that's the way it is when you look beyond the illusion. Now we're going to take this. Now what I'm looking at is this is an event. This is an event. And the event ends. And now let's see what happens when there's an event that happens and then the event leaves or is over. So just a moment, we'll be back. And this is our next phase in our discussion. But before we start, I just wanted you to know I'm not having tea today. We're having a little hydrogen water. I got a little maker here. I'm making hydrogen water. Give me more energy. So now the next step is beginning to use your imagination. I mean, this whole thing, you got to use your imagination. A cosmos. What is an event in the cosmos? And we got all those things in space that look at telescopes in space that tell us everything that's happening. Well, not everything, but what's going on in the cosmos. So what is an event in the cosmos? Well, we have a star coming together. All kinds of dust, all kinds of stuff kind of coalesce, move together, and we get a starting of a star from collision or some other stuff, or all kinds of things, all kinds of magnificent things happen, and we get a star. And the star starts from very little, and then it builds and it builds. And as it builds, it gets hotter and hotter, and it develops a system around it of maybe other planets like our little sun, ourselves, and we have other things going on around it, and it goes way out, and everything is held together by the center, the action that's happening in the center, like a rock concert. It's all held together by the participants. And then it builds and builds to a crescendo, and then everything flies apart. Everything flies apart. And this part disappears. What's left of this event? Like you might think the collapse or a supernova going off. What happens to all those individual parts that were there? What happens to them? Where do they go? Where is the event? Where is the event now? It's gone. There is no event. There is no event in the past. There is nothing related to the event of the cosmos or the event of the rock concert. When it's over, it's gone. What's left? Only your memories. Uniquely your memories. In the cosmos, what's left? Only the present moment. And that's all you have. Only the present moment. And in your rock concert, in the egoic world, all you have is your memories that you created, that are uniquely yours. And nobody, not one person at the rock concert, is going to have the same memories you do. Not one person. You say, oh, we were there, we saw the same thing. No, you didn't. Because each one of you have your own interpretation, have your own creation that you have projected onto the infinite system of everything. Nobody had your experiences but you. And so there are no events. There are no events in the past. All there are your unique memories. And the other people that were with you, they have their own unique memories. Oh, isn't that interesting? Let us see what A Course in Miracles has to say about that. And you'll see it over here. And it is this. Here's what the Course says. It's still true that nothing is without. Ooh. Yet upon nothing is all projections made. For it is the projection that gives the nothing all the meaning it has. All meaning it holds. So without you, there's nothing here. Without you, there is no event. There's only memories of the event that you hold, and they're not the event. The egoic world says, oh yeah, your memories are what happened. No, they're not. Your memories are your interpretation of your belief, your best guess as to what happened. This is an illusion. And nothing is what you think it is. Oh. Be good to yourself. Give this some thought and recognize you're the creator of your world. Bye now.